In this video, we're going to talk about how to convert degrees to radians. So in order to convert degrees to radians, you multiply whatever your degree is by pi over 180. To convert radians to degrees, you're going to multiply by 180 divided by pi. Now you'll notice that these look kind of similar. They're just the reciprocal of each other. This pi over 180 and 180 over pi happens because pi radian is equal to 180 degrees. Both of these represent halfway around the circle. So if I went 180 degrees like this, that's also equal to going pi radians. So example 1, we're going to write each degree as a radian and each radian back as a degree. So for part A, we have 120 degrees. So I take the 120 degrees and I multiply by pi over 180 degrees. And so we simplify, so the degree size cancels, the zeros cancel, and you can divide both of these by 6. So you end up getting 2 pi over 3. And that's it. Pretty easy. Alright, let's do the next one. Negative 45 degrees. So you take the negative 45 degrees and you multiply by pi over 180 degrees. So again, the degree signs cancel. So I get negative 45 pi over 180. And then you can simplify this 1 and 4. Divide both of them by 45. And you get negative pi over 4. Alright, now we're going to convert a radian into a degree. So I get 5 pi over 6. And in order to make it into a degree, I want to get rid of the pi. That's what tells me it's in the denominator. So the 180 is in the numerator. So our pi's cancel. And you can divide 180 by 6 and get 30. So then you multiply these across and you get 150 degrees. Alright, and the last one, negative 3 pi over 2. You're going to multiply by 180 degrees over pi. So our pi's cancel. 2 and 180 makes 90. And then negative 3 times 90 is negative 270 degrees. Okay, so on your own, I want you to take these degrees, turn them into radians, and take the radians and turn them into degrees. Alright, so here we go. For part A, you start with 210 degrees. You're going to multiply by pi over 180. And the zeros cancel. The degree signs cancel. You can divide both these by 3. And you get 7 pi over 6. Part B, we have negative 60 degrees. So we multiply by pi over 180. Degree size cancel, zeros cancel, 6 and 18 is a 1 and a 3, and you get negative pi over 3. Alright, part C, we have 4 pi over 3. So because we're starting in radians, I want to turn it into a degree. So my pi's cancel. 3 goes into 180 60 times, and 4 times 60 is 240 degrees. And now for the last one, negative pi over 6. So again, we multiply by 180 over pi. Pi's cancel off. This goes into a 30. So you're left with negative 30 degrees.